What's up, family? My name is Dwayne Hackney. Most people know me as Boo. And I wrote down a few notes, and I can get really emotional like my brothers did. You know, I'm kind of like the same guy with a different shirt. You know what I mean? First of all, as I came here, you know, I was like, truthfully, we should be having this at Hope, Mount Pleasant, and Central. You know what I mean? Those are the kids that's going to be affected. This is real talk. You know what I mean? We know what's going to happen in classical for the most part. You know what I mean? And that's one of the ways they get us into the prison, you know, by stifling information. You know what I mean? They should have been at Hope, Central, and Mount Pleasant. But I wrote down a few notes, and as a few people already spoke about the numbers, you know, you can house somebody for $100,000 at the training school, and then $40,000 at the ACI. But if you get them in there for 15 years, that's 600 G's. What kind of money are you saving? You know what I mean? They're guaranteed to come back, so now you got them for 15 years. That's 600,000, as opposed to 97,000 at the training school. But we know prison's big business. You know what I mean? If we're gonna tell the truth, we're gonna tell the truth. You know what I mean? Prison's big business. Federal prisons is on the stock market. You know what I mean? Like Walmart and McDonald's. This is what we're dealing with. So I'm just gonna read a few more notes. I deal with a few people from the training school. They just spent $70 million to rebuild the training school, put a new training school over there, $70 million. And they're talking about saving a couple $100,000. They just took out all the training school inmates and sent them to the prison. So now what are we gonna do? Guaranteed tenants. Let's go get some more children and put them in the training school that we just spent $70 million on. What are they doing? How do you fill up that $70 million facility? You close the boys club. You close the libraries. You know what I mean? This is not a coincidence. This is business. This is planning. They're running a game on us. And if we want to attack the politicians, we're wasting our time. You know what I mean? We got to have the guts enough to attack the designers of this system. You know what I mean? Saying stuff like this would get me killed. But I'm ready to die, like the brother said. We've been dying for nothing. You know what I mean? We in the minority right now saying we've been dying for nothing because we're up in classical. You know what I mean? Classical cats ain't been dying for too much. I graduated from Central. You know what I mean? I got a list in my barbershop right now with 75 names on it of dudes that have been murdered that I know. 75. And at least 50 of them I gave them their last haircut. I know what death looks like. I know what an inmate looks like. That's real talk. You come to my barbershop. 75 names of young black men that have been murdered in my generation that I deal with and have dealt with and will never see them again. I got a couple more numbers. Real dudes and gentlemen and people that I've dealt with throughout the neighborhood. We had a sweep, they called it a sweep last year. Everybody was all excited. They took 100 people off the streets in a major drug sweep. There was about, Brother Ray could tell you know what I mean? The young men we dealt with, about 40, 50 of them that we've dealt with. That's 90 people out of the hood. At least the young men was gonna have at least 2 children apiece. What's that? What, come on, 270 people out of the ghetto right there? That's mass murder. That's, you know what I mean? That's genocide, mass homicide. This is not just rhetoric, you know what I mean? They took 90 young men out of the hood, 90 of them. 2 children apiece, that's 270 black people. You know what I mean? Our family. This is amazing. This is funny to tell you the truth, man. This is funny that this is still going on. This is real funny. It's amazing. I told the brother, I kind of learned how to take it from anger and turn it into giggles because I can't believe that they still this treacherous. You know what I mean? But we ain't warring against flesh and blood. You know what I mean? We warring against spiritual wickedness in high places. So these politicians that we keep going at and asking them for things and hoping and sitting and waiting, that's not the move. That's not the move. We keep playing that game. You know what I mean? We just playing tennis. It ain't their fault. Some of them are trying. Mr. Metz, I know him all my life. You know what I mean? He's right from the hood. He's been in the hood his whole life. Some of them are trying. But I'm not into that waiting game. We've been waiting. We've been waiting. I'm done waiting. I mean, I can go on and on and on. You know, I wrote down slave labor, you know what I mean? Dudes is on the highway working for $2 a day for, what, 4 or 5 years, you know what I mean? That's free labor, you know what I mean? Making coats and rims and speakers and spoons and everything else, you know what I mean? What is that? That's slave labor. This modern day slavery right here. I can just keep going on and on and on and on in my list, but I mean, it's the same old thing, you know what I mean? Then once you got these brothers in there, you know, most of them come from the hood with crack offenses, and you got the Rockefeller drug laws that require mandatory minimums, you know what I mean? The judge can't even use their discretion, you know what I mean? It's not up to the jury either, it's written, it's a mandatory drug law, it's a mandatory minimum, you know what I mean? A couple of grams get you 5 years, you're done for life. This is bull, man. This is bull. This is what it is. It's bull. So we can sit and hope these policymakers work this out for us, or we can do something about it. But hopefully, this whole group can take this over to Hope Central Mount and start educating the folks that are being affected by this.